Good morning. Hello, namaste. So I wanted to talk today about something I have not talked about. It's been about 5 years. So February of 2017, I did something totally different. I decided to take my first shamanic journey. So my first shamanic journey was heart-opening medicine. And prior to this, I was working as a tantrika, a Dakini practitioner, doing tantra massage, energy healing, breath work, yoga, and helping people to have full body orgasmic bliss. And what happened after I did my heart opening ceremony is that I realized I was living in my root chakra for years, and the energy that was in my root chakra shifted and went from my sex center to my heart center. Literally, my Kundalini energy spiraled up, and I felt the movement. I felt the shift, and all that energy that was in my root came up to the heart and had stayed in that heart center and has stayed in that heart center ever since. So we live in certain chakra centers in our lives, depending on where we're at and what we're doing. And I was working towards moving to my heart. I had been working towards living in a place of living out of the heart, living in a place of wanting true love and wanting authentic love, wanting to connect to people who truly wanted to heal, wanting to connect to people who, if they did have root chakra issues, that wanted to heal those root chakra issues at their core. So instead of it being an orgasmic experience, that it was a heart-centered experience, or they worked through anger or grief or pain or trauma in their root center if they came to me from that intention. And so I stopped because I wasn't manifesting anybody who was wanting to work on true core healing and in those areas. So I stopped my practice for a while because it wasn't in alignment with my truth anymore. I was living in my heart. And in that, I started doing grief work. And the grief work and the emotional clearing, the emotional processing had to do with how I had shifted from the root to the heart center, and I started to release emotions that were trapped in my heart. So heart chakra issues, abandonment, betrayal, rejection, loss, breakups, all kinds of breakups, and relationships that had ended that maybe were never fully processed, relationships with childhood friends that maybe were never fully processed, relationships with parents, elders, grandparents that were never fully processed. Maybe they no longer are alive. Maybe situations from the past, situations from childhood. So all of that heart chakra, all of that abandonment, all of those feelings of sadness came to the surface. So instead of just doing full body orgasmic bliss all the time and pleasure and tantric breathing and Kundalini exercises to expand the Kundalini and tantric energy that I had been doing for 15 years plus, it shifted to processing grief and emotions and energy around sadness, around the inner child and the child that is hidden inside of us. So I had no choice but to take a break from my Tantra practice. And I had to face and confront the feelings that were there. So I did that, and I released, and now I'm in a new place. I've worked through those traumas that were trapped in the heart center. And now what I'm working on is relationship dynamics, so intimacy within a partnership. So instead of it being all about deeper core emotions from childhood, now it's about the present and inner dynamics between me and my partner, communication exercises, and getting in touch with, perhaps there's still lingering grief, there's still lingering emotions from childhood, but how that affects the current partnership and how that affects the current relationship. So I'm looking to do more couples coaching work, more relationship coaching work, and more grief work, transformation work. And I'm looking to continue to transform myself, continue to open up all of my chakra centers. And I have a lot to offer and teach in my teachings, in these videos, in private sessions, and in my writings. And eventually I'll have even more gifts to offer, and I'll let you know and go from there. So I wish you all the best and so much love. And if you have questions, please ask me questions. I love sharing videos in response to requests or specific intentions or specific needs. So I hope that clarifies a little bit as to why I took a break from my Tantra Dakini work and shifted from my sex center, root center, orgasmic bliss exercise practice to really feeling authentically, feeling the core of what was inside. And when you're living a life of fully letting yourself be free, and there's nothing limiting, there's no limitations, there's nothing holding back, then that's going to happen naturally. So it's part of the transformation process. So lots of love, and lots of love, so much love. And I hope you have a beautiful day. And I'm here sending love to you from my heart, sending healing to you from my heart, helping your heart to heal, helping your heart to open and expand so that you can receive all the love and support that you need in your life. Namaste.